Hello class 8. Today we will study about word groups and sentence. A word consists of certain letters which carry a meaning such as man, ball, girl, sun, go, come in. Words usually gather themselves into group to convey ideas. Some groups of words convey complete thought, while some other groups convey only partial or incomplete thoughts. Examples: leaves, single word; green leaves, word group; and leaves of green color, word group. Phrase: the group of words describe the word. It does the work of an adjective. Such a word group is known as phrase. Example: in the morning, at sunset, by the riverside, across the road, within a month, in the water, on the hill. Clause: a clause is a group of words that includes a subject and a verb. A clause function is an adjective, an adverb, or a noun. Here, a chart where number first, a clause functioning as an adjective. मतलब clause adjective की तरह वर्क कर सकता है, जैसे my friend who has esteems is brilliant at quizzes. Here who is subject and has is verb. Number two, a clause functioning as a noun. Here I can't remember what happened last night. What is subject and happened verb. Number three, a clause functioning as an adverb. He put on weight when he stopped running. So he is subject and stop is your verb. Next, definition of sentence. You know perhaps when one or more words are grammatically linked, means joined, and bring out of the complete sense, it is called a sentence. Here examples: the earth revolves around the sun, the cow gives us milk, and it is a hot day. Order of words. To compare the two sentences, English is an easy language and second language English is an easy. Definitely the first sentence is a winner here. I'm saying English is an easy language is correct. So what's the problem with the second sentence? Just like every language grammar, English grammar also follows an order of words. तो second में क्या है, बस order of words wrong है. Basic English order of words. In English grammar, the rule of thumb is that the subject comes before the verb which comes before the object. That means first will come subject, then verb, and last object. It is okay. Which you say SBO order, word order. Here I am cleaning the house. I is your subject. Am cleaning is verb and the house is object. And second example, he loves the cold breeze. He is subject, loves is verb and the cold breeze is object. Now as we know about the basic word order used in simple sentence, we need to step our game up and learn about complex sentences. These sentences can contain adverb of place, time, to verb, and in an indirect object, etc. The most used word order is subject first, then verb, then object, then adverb of place, and at last adverb of time. Again, note that the verb and object are placed next to each other. I'm saying again. Again, note that the verb and the object are placed next to each other. An important thing to release is that the time usually comes after the place. Time क्या होता है, अक्सर place के बाद में आता है. Hence the adverb of the place is kept before the adverb of टाइम, एडवर्ब ऑफ प्लेस एडवर्ब ऑफ टाइम के पहले यूज किया जाएगा. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस विद द हेल्प ऑफ द गिवन एग्जांपल्स. He meets George at the park every day. So he is your subject, meet verb, George object, at the park adverb of place, which is put before the adverb of time. Okay. We can also use the adverb of time at the beginning of the sentences. यानी आप adverb of time को starting में भी रख सकते हैं. जैसे every Monday is time. He goes to the orphans. Note that there are some adverbs that can be used before the verb in the sentence. Always, also, sometime, probably, often, never, rarely, almost, definitely, only are some examples. Some sentences contain more than one verb, that is a formal verb and other informal verb. In such cases, we usually put the adverb after the first verb, which is the finite verb. To recall, a finite verb is the main verb in the sentence that directly relates to the subject of the sentence. Look, have a I like a lot when it rains in the morning. Here, I like finite verb, a lot adverb, when it rains is verb, and in the morning is adverb of time. You may speak slowly to the judge when we ask you to. Here, you may speak is finite verb, slowly adverb, to the judge when we ask verb you to. Next, indirect object. Lastly, there are certain sentences that have an indirect object coupled with a direct object. Regardless of this, the sentence stays to the SBO order. SB as for subject, V for verb, and O for object. In such cases, we follow the SBOI or the SBIO word order. SBOI means S for subject, V for verb, O for object, and I for indirect object. Okay. A key point to remember is that if the indirect object is a noun, I'm saying again, if the indirect object is noun or pronoun, we follow the SBIOU order. Or on the other hand, if the indirect object is preceded by to, then we follow the SBOI order. We can understood with the given example. She gives her mother the present. I'm saying again, she gave her mother the present. Here, as for subject, that means she is subject, gave is verb, and her mother is indirect object, and the present is object. Okay. And next, she gave the present to her mother. Okay, here is given to, so you will use here SBOI order.